The In This League Podcast Network.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. What is up? We're waiting to see if anyone comes in today. That's what we are waiting for. And to say hi to everybody. Baseball. What's up, Barrow? Bring it down, because I don't know how loud that is. Barrow, is that tolerable where I've got it? Does it mess everybody up? Can you hear me okay? What is up, Barrow? I'm going to see if anybody comes in today yapping. I just packaged up your thing, Barrow. I didn't get to get it out on Friday because of I need your address, but it's going out a little bit later today. A little bit later today, Z's. Let's see who's hanging out. Bum, bum. Barrel, that was fine. A bit loud. This is better. Yeah, I had it loud to start, so perfect. Just for a tiny bit. Just for a tiny bit. If you are coming in, say hello. My stuff usually doesn't update for a couple minutes so I can see if anybody is in here. And there may not be. It's a weird Tuesday. Tigers just beating up the Yankees right now. A freaking homer fest. Torque bombs. Kerry Carpenter bombs. Good Lord. Excellent. Can't wait to get them. Yeah, buddy. They're going out today. 2 daisies. It is on Twitch and YouTube. So if you follow on the YouTubers, youtube.com/inthisleague. If you don't, make sure you follow that. Also, come up on the Twitch, trying to get the Twitch up here, twitch.tv/inthisleague. You can do either one. You can sub to support on the Twitch if you'd like, and all the things at the bottom tell you the stuff. They tell you the stuff and the things that you can do, and I appreciate it. We are going to look at the lineups for the rest of today, answer any fantasy questions that come up, and I've also got some best bets. Pending if people come in and hang, we might hang for the next set of games. We got 2 games coming up and maybe some bets in there. So that's what we're doing. We'll hang out. What's up, Nomad? We got Nomad in the house. Let's take a look at this question to start it off. But let's also get rid of the music, right? Let's go down. All right, no more music. We'll pause it. Nomad, big dynasty trade question. I trade Crochet, Albies, Luis Robert, and Jacob Wilson and get Gunnar and Jordan Walker. Head-to-head categories, thoughts. That is a lot. I read this trade. Here's another. This is how I conceptualize trades sometime. Get Jacob Wilson out of it and get Jordan Walker out of it. Those two are like, not out of the trade, but let's get it out of your mind for a second. I don't know if they're 1-for-1s, but they're not too far off. So let's just say they're gone. Is it worth trading Crochet, Albies, and Robert to get Gunnar Henderson? That's a tough question because Gunnar Henderson's like a top 5, top 8, let's say at worst, dynasty piece. Albies is like a 30 or 40s. Robert is a little dicey, 50, let's say 50 or 60s. And Garrett Crochet could be upwards of the number 1 pitching asset in dynasty. Arguable. Tariq Skubal. Paul Skeens number 1. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Paul Skeens is number 1. Skubal, Crochet, Strider. I think all those guys are in the same general vicinity. So, head-to-head categories, is that worth it? I think what Barrow said, you need a little bit more of a return, is kind of in play. I would trade Crochet and Albies to get Gunnar. So maybe that's how you do it. Maybe you pare it down and you go, how about Crochet and Albies for Gunnar? See what he says. Would I do Crochet and Albies and Jacob Wilson? I would probably also do that. If he's like, I don't want Albies, I want Robert, switch them out. Crochet and Robert, I don't have an issue to get Gunnar. If there's no bend on it, you got to get another decent piece. Like, you don't have to get an elite piece, but you got to get something else in return here, because you're giving up 3 solid fantasy assets for a number 1. Here's my one caveat, though. If you're a rebuilding team, if you're not in it, I just press. I go full court press, but I try to make this happen. Full court press, what I mean is like, hey, what can you add? Let's take a piece out, wheel and deal. But at the end of the day, like, that you're going to do this trade. So if I'm rebuilding and I'm not there, then I am considering this a lot more. So that is definitely what I'm going to do. Good question. Anybody in the chat's welcome to chime in. Barrow said a little bit light and needs a bigger return. That's probably right. You're probably in the correct general vicinity. So I think most people hanging up on YouTube, shout out to you guys. Make sure that you're subscribed on the YouTube. That supports us. On the Twitch side as well, grab a sub. You can gift a sub. It's amazing when you do so. All these things support. Other ways to support, get on the Patreon, inthisleague.com. Get access to my sheets, my prospect list, all my stuff. Boom. Also, the Thursday live stream, private YouTube for Patreon, and then you got to come up on the Twitch. And then last thing is, you guys can always send in on the Venmo donations. Appreciate it at the Welsh, or PayPal at inthisleague.com. All of those are appreciated. You are welcome, Nomad. All right, Jimmy. So Welsh, what to do with Cam Smith in redraft? Do you think he's going to get sent down soon? All right, let's take a look at Cam Smith here. Let's take a look at his Savant page and see what's going on with the Cam of Smiths. Let's bring him up. Bring him up. Cam Smith hitting 111 with that OBP has come down. 2 hits and 18 at bats, 42% K percentage. Woof. He was walking a bit. That's come down. Positive, big old hard hit rate, 55%, but no barrels. Launch angle's kind of low. Everything is some of the worst in baseball. Okay. That's a bad start. By the way, shout out Arthur. What's up, dude? All right, so we'll come back to this. So this is really bad. There's some stuff in there. He is hitting the ball hard. Hard hit rate is way up there. He is walking some, but he's not barreling. Worst expected slug and expected batting average in the league. Let's see what the BABIP. BABIP 222, that's pretty low. He is just brutally, he has not played really against lefties, which is kind of odd. I know they've sat him a bunch. Why aren't they playing him against lefties? He's a right-handed hitter. He is struggling against righties. And let's go look at the pitch mix stuff. It's only fastballs. He's done nothing. There's no off-speed data. He is whiffing like crazy against breaking pitches. Jesus, everything is in the ground. So will they send him down? I would think just like Dylan Cruz, a little bit more of this is probably going to be a problem. This is going to sound weird. This is just like not enough info. Like the strikeout rate's ridiculous. He's not barreling. Is this enough to make like a concerted decision to like cut him right now? I'm not so sure. Spring was so great. It's a fast bat, league average there. He's squaring it up. There's a little bit of bad luck involved. I don't know. Let's go look at Dylan Cruz for a second. Let's do a comparison, because I know Cruz is picking back up just a tiny bit off of that horrific start. Not much. 094. Strikeout rates come down a little bit. He's not walking, which is weird. He is barreling the crap out of the ball, but it's all into the ground. Expected batting average positively on breaking and fastballs in the other direction. Off-speed stuff is destroying. 53.8% whiff rate. Okay, so I said that all openly. What do I mean by any of it? Like, you got to give these guys a leash. And we're already seeing a slow turn for Dylan Cruz. I think there's the potential that this is going to bounce back for Cam Smith. It's been a week. How much longer will the Astros deal with this? They got Jacob Melton in the minor leagues. They're already benching Cam Smith a bunch. I think the idea of these early Cam Smith benches are to kind of just, reset your mind, be with the big league club, stop stressing out as much, and then we bounce back, and then he's going to get going. So I say all of this. If by mid next week, we're not seeing an increase, we're not finally seeing him barrel, the K rates come down, I think he is a week out from being sent down, and it's Jackson Holiday. I think the same thing still kind of applies for Dylan Cruz, but if you're in a 10-team league, dump him out. It's no big deal. Keepers, hold tight, go buy low on Cam Smith right now, go buy low on Dylan Cruz. Way too short, but if you're in like a more competitive, I'm probably holding just a tiny bit. So thanks. We really worked through that one. You are welcome, Jimmy. That's a great question. That's the stuff I love doing on here. By the way, Adam chimed in about the Nomad trade. Remove Albies, and I think it's fair. So that would be Crochet, Robert, and Jacob Wilson for Gunnar and Walker. So like I don't disagree with what you're saying, but like if I were trading Gunnar, I don't know if I'm doing Crochet and Robert. I don't know if I'm doing Crochet or any of them. That's the tough thing. I'm telling you, try to move less. But if I traded Gunnar, I just don't like pitching stuff. If I'm trading for Crochet, I'm trading other stuff. I'm not trading Gunnar Henderson. So that's why I'm like, you should probably try to do it. Jag in the house. What's up, Jag? What's up, boy? Arthur, my guys. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. Let's look at some lineup stuff here in a second. I got a couple best bets for today, a couple things I'm sitting on. If anybody has bets, let me know, Mookie or not. And we'll just hang out. Like I said, if we get some people in here, we get some action going, we'll probably stick through because we got games in about 50 minutes. We got a couple games coming up. The Mets game is actually pretty interesting to me. And then what was the other one? The Guardians and White Sox, a little bit less interesting to me. Though we did just get news that Brandon Drury re-signed with the White Sox after the injury. And bam, he is going to be over in extended spring training. I was over at the Diamondbacks yesterday, extended spring training. And he's going to go and play in some games. So his hand must be feeling good, and they're going to get them out there. And when you look at the lineup, you can kind of see why. Shout out Yo Jimmy Ball Game for the follow. I appreciate you, dude, on Twitch. That thing is still growing. We got to get more subs. We got to get more people hanging, but the follower list is still pretty good. So speaking of the White Sox, let's go take a look at some lineups for today. We already had this Tiger Yankee one, which that's what I was looking down at. What is this? Tigers have just been demolishing, like I said, home run fest. There's a double play, though. That was a game. I was about to say, isn't that the game? That was the game. So they just cleared that baby out, 5-0. Shut out the Yankees. Carlos Carrasco stinks. No good on Carlos Carrasco. The lineups for today. Let's go take. Hey, look at Jimmy. Jimmy, subbing with the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Absolutely. You can hook up your Amazon Prime account. Bam, gets rid of stupid ass ads. We have some cool emojis and stuff. So thank you for doing so. And you is supporting my man. All right. Let's go back to the lineups. Look at this White Sox lineup today. Michael Tauchman, Luis Robert, Nick Maton. Hitting in the 3-hole. Pushing Vaughn to 4. You got Theis, Sosa, Vargas, Baldwin, and Jacob Amaya. Vargas down at 7. That's interesting. And Brooks Baldwin in left. I didn't even notice that. Ooh, so this is interesting right here. So let me speculate for you. You're the man, dude. Let me give you a little bit of a speculation. Brooks Baldwin in left screams Chase Meadroth. Jacob Amaya, no offense to Jacob Amaya, but Jacob Amaya is like just a util dude. If they're already trying Brooks Baldwin, who's someone they like at kind of like second and short, it ain't Colson Montgomery because he stinks right now. Chase Meadroth is hitting. Meadroth might be up. And here's what I like about Meadroth. I think at the start, He hits low, kind of like Amaya, but he's the type of dude that could be leading off. Like this lineup up here, I think he'd be better suited. I'd actually like to see Vaughn at 2. Well, you can't go all righties, I suppose, but Robert and Vaughn at like 2, 3. Maybe you throw a Talkman at the lead off, and then that probably puts Meadroth down. But blah, blah, blah. I'm saying is I think this might be a Chase Meadroth is coming very, very shortly if they're doing that. That one kind of screams out to me. But this lineup kind of stinks. Ben Lively's on the mound. They've got, and this is up against Shane Smith, who's pretty good in his first start. Juan Ramirez, Carlos Santana, Manzardo is hitting 4. Lane Thomas. This is like just chalky Guardians lineup. I'm very interested in maybe the Guardians in this. Maybe even going first 5. I know Shane Smith is pretty good. I think this is a ridiculous lineup where they can run out literally 4 straight lefties. Juan Ramirez, Santana, Manzardo, and it's in Cleveland. I think I like them. I might even bet on that. Ben Lively, I think, is a decent streaming option right now for today. So even though the ERA is a little bit inflated there, I think I'm into this lineup sucks. Like Talkman's all right. Robert's all right. Maton at 3. There's your out for your RBI opportunities. Vaughn, Theis, Sosa. It's not great. So I'm very interested. Let me know if anybody likes the Guardians on this. Their first 5. I mean, maybe it's full game. It's just a weird game, but plus money for the run line, full game run line, and minus 160 for the money line in the first 5, but minus 110 if they're up by a run. That I'm a little bit interested in. Before I get to the next one here, any thoughts or opinions, drop it on that game. Any bets overall you can drop, or any fantasy questions, drop in. I will start and get to. I do want to tell you one thing. Speaking of our boy Jag, who is in here, we actually have one leftover of the mystery in-person autographs. I don't want to stage anybody or lock anybody in. One person who had messaged me about wanting them and then was like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't. Usually I do them live in here. My boy Jag, I've got to send his out or deliver it in person because he's in Arizona. But we have one last mystery. They are in-person autographs. Let me put this in right here. And this is all the information. There are chase cards. I don't know what's in. Oh, I mean, I know I packed them, but I don't know what was what. Bobby Witt, Corbin Carroll, Jackson Churio, bunch of cool ones. There's 6 to 9 cards per pack. They were in-person autographs, so they're not pack pulled. Mystery pack 28. I have one last one. I'm going to the post office today. If someone wants to pick it up, let me know. I will put you in. It's the last one of, we're calling this series 1, and then we're going to do one next month. And I've got cool new shipping things and there's going to be a couple cool surprises with that, but then I won't worry. But I have one last one. If somebody wants it, let me know. It'll go out today. And a lot of the others have already been shipped out. So especially before everybody opens them up and we don't know what's out there. So, you don't have to do that, Jag, if you want, but you also got to tell me. We're going to have to meet for lunch then so I can deliver it. Is that a deal, Jag? Unless you want me to send them, I'll do it. So, all right. So Jag is going to take the last mystery if no one else wants it by the end of the stream. Otherwise, he's already got one, so don't feel bad. But if you guys want, just take it. I will be sending it out today when the stream is done. 6 to 9 in-person autographs. Very nice and cool stuff. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Johnny? And then probably maybe the next stream or next week, we're going to have another cool raffle. I got some stuff in tow here, but just wanted to stream with you guys today. All right, next game up, Marlins and Mets. I'm also interested in this. There's a lot of wind in this, though. Right field, it's like 25 to 30 mile an hour winds going to right field. So that's an advantage clearly for any left-handed pull hitters. Juan Soto. Not a lot of, big bats, I suppose, though there are some lefty, like Kyle Stowers is interesting here. And Mervis. This might be a Mervis day, but here's the lineup. They've got Edwards, Stowers, and Mervis, Conine. So they got tons of lefties here. This is what makes this super tricky. They can go 4 straight lefties. Wind is crazy out there. So if Clay Holmes leaves anything, Matt Mervis is tanking one. Absolutely tanking one. Otto Lopez, Liam. So bottom of this lineup, fucking stinks, dude. Like this is bad bottom four, which makes Clay Holmes strikeouts kind of interesting. Let's say he gets one of these dudes. He's not getting Edwards. He gets Mervis. No. Let's say yes, and yes. And I'll leave one. That's 4 right there through the first 9. What's his prop? Now we're talking ourselves into it. Britain. You got it, baby. My boy, Britain. You know what's funny, Britain? I actually have a few other little things for you from a break that have to get sent out. So that's perfect. So if you want it, just hit the Venmo. Hit that Venmo up at the Welsh 28. That covers all the shipping on it. And who the hell knows what's in here? You the man, dude. But yeah, just hit it and I will put you down. And boom, my dude. Britain, if you ever want to, by the way, these are just kind of me live streams. If you're a content creator, you ever want to come up and hang and talk about any of these things, do it. I'm going to do some betting, some of my bets for today here in just a little bit, answering questions and just going through the lineup. But you ever want to pop in, you just say the word. But I'll be on the lookout and I will get that stuff shipped out to you. So Venmo information's at the bottom, I think. We'll do that. Britton Allen, superstar. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at strikeout prop for that game. The thing I worry about is if things get out of hand. So it is, it's 5.5 plus money. Here's a funny thing too. This is stupid DK. They do this all the time. I actually got caught with it yesterday. And this is a tip for you guys to do. If you ever are in DK, there are 2 different type of options. They have strikeouts thrown, which you can do like alt lines. You can go down or up. So today it's 6, or 5.5. So you can go, 6 plus. You could go down to 4, 5, and you can go all the way up to 8. But then there's strikeout thrown over under, which is just the straight line. Why that's important? If you go to 6 plus, it's minus 105. If you go to over 5.5, which is the same thing, it's even money. So you're getting 5 cents better on the strikeouts thrown over. Look at that. Yes, stupid Michael King didn't cash yesterday, but it was 10 cents better on the full line thing. Like, okay, that's ridiculous. It's 6 strikeouts, which is a little bit up there, and this team can be really, really squirrely. I'm pretty torn on this one because I worry it gets out of hand. What's the total in this game too? 7? I don't know, man. Strikeouts are interesting. The overruns might be interesting too. Sorry, I guess I'm turning this into pseudo betting as well. MLB runs per game. Let's take a look here. So currently on the offensive side, Miami's bottom 5 in the league, and Mets are bottom 7 in the league. So they're on average at just under 7 runs per game. So I think that's feeding that. Gillespie's been okay. Clay Holmes has been okay, but there's tons of wind, which I'm telling you, it's the type of wind that maybe fly balls might fall out of the stadium. So I'm also a little bit interested in that. You guys let me know. But that's the I like Clay Holmes on the stream today. I think I might sneakily like Mervis today. Conine's been, these 2 guys might be sneaky bat streamers. And it's a good lineup for the Mets, of course. Soto, Alonso, Lindor. Wouldn't play a Nerfy here. Might play a Nerfy here. Shout out to Red Dog for the follow. Appreciate you, dude. Yo, Jimmy with the sub a little bit ago. And then Red Dog with the follow. Appreciate you guys supporting the Twitch, watching on both ends. You guys all rock, dude. All right, we got a question. And then we'll get back to those. Dolander, Hicks, Springs, head-to-head points. I would go with Springs at the top. Funny enough, it looks like money is coming in on the A's today. I still like Springs. The smart play is Springs, Hicks, and Dolander. But I'm going to tell you, I think Dolander might be sneaky. He was good in Colorado. Homers were the only issue. He got strikeouts, points leagues. That's going to work. On the road, I wonder if it gets even more devastating. I don't trust Hicks long-term. Safe play is Springs, Hicks, Dolander. Next level is Springs, Dolander, Hicks. That's how I would put that one. Britton, what do you think if you're in here? Rank those three for me. What do you think on that? All right, let's roll down to the next set here. Let's see if we got, we're just looking to see if there's any other lineup stuff. A lot of wind in the Red Sox and Blue Jays game. This is the one I'm on. I got a bet here in a second on the Crochet. Duran, Devers, pretty standard. Bregman. This shit drives me nuts. They did this last week when I streamed. Rob Refschneider against lefties being the leadoff guy. I hate that. And they're doing the Romy Gonzalez thing. Dude, hate it. I mean, I'm fine. Like, I get getting Tristan Casas out of here. This I can't do. So no Willier and none of them. It's a weird lineup. A lot of win, though, against Easton Lucas. Over on the national side, look at this. Alex Call leading off. That's because Dylan Cruz stinks now. James Wood, Kybert Ruiz 3, Nate Lowe, Ahmed Rosario. Okay, so this is interesting. Ahmed Rosario is not in for Luis Garcia versus a lefty. That was a lot of the people claiming there's going to be a platoon, full-on platoon. I didn't think so, and I think Garcia's a buy. Not that it's good that he's hitting against lefties, but he's in here. Paul DeYoung moves to short, and that's why Rosario's at third, because CJ Abrams has been out a couple games. Dylan Cruz all the way down at 8, and Jacob Young. I don't think we have any other lineups. Yeah, we got no other lineups today. Alex Call leading off is interesting. Proof and point of what a great, disciplined hitter like James Wood is being. Everyone's so worried about him. You know what? Let's pull up his Savant real quick. Everyone's like, oh my God, the strikeout rate. He's against a lefty and he's still hitting 2. And I just said, just not worry about it. Like, he's just built a little bit different. You know what I mean? Dude is out there hitting righties and lefties. I just think he's built a little bit different. Strikeout rate is still there. Average is still not there. XBA is 212. I say all those things, and it's like not a lot of this is great. But he's hitting 333 against lefties. So he's getting at bats versus lefties. He's just not hitting righties. Guess what's going to fix? James Wood hitting against righties. I think we're going to be okay. So I am a buyer on James Wood. Always and forever. Strikeout rate is a problem. Who is he striking out? Sorry, I'm looking at all these different tabs. Does it say? I mean, it's a lefty strikeout issue right now. This is like Pavin Smith. He's either getting hits. Yeah, dude, look at this. He is either getting hits or striking out. 12 of 15 at bats, he's either gotten a hit or struck out. And I know that seems like duh, but he's not like grounding out or just, flying out or anything like that. It's a 2 outcome thing. And by the way, 3 of those 5 are extra base hits. So very weird. He hasn't walked versus lefties. So it's like the batting average is going to improve against righties, but there's stuff against lefties that should be very worrisome. So I don't know. I think I'm rolling, dude. Elias, thanks, dude. I appreciate you, man. Watching over on the YouTube. I appreciate you. I forgot I can see the little things. I appreciate the kind words, dude. Love my baseball. Love talking it. Yesterday, this is my baseball world, dude. Yesterday, I'm doing the show, leading off, and then I jump into a meeting, and I roll down to Scottsdale, and I go and watch the Arizona Diamondbacks in extended spring training. Saw Cattell in his bright blue G-Wagon going to do his MRI. Got to watch Christian Pache with the Diamondbacks. I roll back home. I do a podcast. I was going to do a live stream yesterday, but I decided to go and do the extended spring training. I worked on baseball stuff last night. I did my sheet. I got this cool sheet on Patreon now where I'm doing like trade targets and pickups and prospects for redraft. So inthisleague.com, if you check that out, go to bed, back up, more baseball. Now we're live streaming. Let's fucking go. That's what we're doing, man. So, James Wood, I'm a continuous buyer, though there are some positives and negatives we're definitely seeing in there. But back here, 19% barrel rate, 115 max EV, 67% hard hit, and a 10% walk rate. Thanks, Arthur. I appreciate it, dude. I'm still working on it. If you guys ever have any suggestions, I have a couple things I need to add for the rest of this week. But if there's anything else that you want to see, do that. I'm trying to do, I didn't update this one part, but I'm doing write-ups on the top 10 prospects. I'm doing streamers, deep ads, short ads. I didn't do the things I'm looking for this week. And I think I'm going to leave that empty because I'm not really sure what I'm looking for this week. I knew exactly what the previous week into last week was, or into the last week. I'm not really sure what it is, but if there's any other things that would be helpful to add, please let me know, because I'm kind of enjoying doing that sheet. It's really helping set the week strong. So, all right, let's see if there are any other lineup stuff. Otherwise, let's look at some bets. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, let's not, I don't want to hold anybody up. I'm totally down to answer questions at any time. So I'm just chilling with you guys. So don't feel like you're stopping my flow or my nonstop talking, if you know what I'm saying. All right. We do have a update. Angels. Is that it? Oh no, we got a couple that just came in. Sweet. All right. Angels in Tampa Bay. Ward, Rengifo, my boy, Trouty. Soler, let me make sure I am sharing this right. Yeah, you guys can see it. Soler, Darno, Shonawell moved down against a righty. Kyron Paris, we're still getting starts. This is really good too. Kyron Paris getting starts with Rengifo, Joe Adell, and Tim Anderson. LOL, no Christian Moore. Ridiculous. We got Yandy, Lau hitting 2, Caminero hitting 3 against Hendricks. Aranda hitting 4, Morel, Meisner, Jansen, Mangum, and Walls. Wild lineup. Wild second half of. I mean, Mangum has been pretty interesting and stuff. This would be really. I think this is going to be a test for Shane Boz. Maybe it's not going to feel like that for some. I think this is going to be kind of a test. Kyron's on a really big heater right now. Shonawell on the back half of the lineup is a high contact hitter. And then the front, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got to a little bit, but it wasn't posted yesterday. Let's see what his strikeout prop is. Let's see if there's anything that we like there. If it's under 6, if it's 4.5, which it won't be. Yeah, no, it's 6.5. It's plus money at 6.5. 6 is minus 165. Let's look. MLB strikeouts per game. We would just be looking for like an edge, right? We would be better, if I'm being honest, we'd be better looking at like right-handed, but I'm just looking overall right now. Angels are 8.5 per game overall strikeouts, but I don't know. There's no edge on that one, but because also I think he might, I think he's going to get like tested a little bit. Brandon Lau against Kyle Hendricks, I'm kind of digging right now. Another thing we want to look at, let's look at total bases. If there was a total base prop. Whew. Brandon Lau has the highest home run odds in this game. Him and Trout are both plus 350. What are you talking about? Plus 110 for two bags on Brandon Lau. That's not bad. I'm interested in that. So I don't know what I would play on this game. Maybe Brandon Lau total bases. Maybe Trout total bases, which is what? Plus 130. I actually dig that. And the line is 8.5. I'd be tempted to go over. you know what? One more thing we're going to look at. What is the first 5? First 5 over 4.5 is minus 110. I kind of like that. I kind of like that one here. Last little lineup things. We've got the Braves, Harris, Albies, Ozuna, Olsen, Riley, De La Cruz, Kellen. All right, pretty standard. Murphy's not moving up against Wheeler. It's not going to be a good day for those guys. There's just no bet. I don't even know what to do in this game. Like under. I think the 3.5. I think it's 3. I think the first 5. And again, first 5 is like you're betting on the starting pitcher instead of full game. A little bit wonky right now. But the first 5 would be what you would likely want to touch here. Under 3.5 runs is minus 130. It's a pitcher's duel. That might be doable. We'll see what the Philly lineup looks like, but that's nothing crazy here. Twins and Kansas City. Buxton Jeffers hitting 2. Have I missed that? Larnick, Correa, Miranda, Ty France, Edward, Julian, Harrison Bader. I don't even know who Mickey Gasper is. I've never heard of that player. That looks fake. Season 7 of MLB The Show Dynasty. Mickey Gasper. Pablo will be going against Jonathan India, Bobby Witt, Pasquantino Perez, Massey, Marcana. All right, so standard over there. I don't love Pablo Lopez in this. Boy, looking at those hitters. Let's say you get to Larnick. 1, maybe 2 on France. I think you're getting 3, 4. That's 1 time through. It's going to be 7. If it's 6, I will instantly bet it here. If it's 6 strikeouts. 6.5. 6.5 is minus 157. Oh, yeah. So, no, it's 7. Yeah, so it's 7 strikeouts is minus 150. What are outs recorded? No, there's nothing there. Nothing there on that. I was trying to see if there's any fun stuff. It's an interesting lineup. This back half stinks. Julian kind of stinks right now. Reagans is going to eat him up. I don't know anything about create a player. Larnick at 3. He's been doing that a lot. He's kind of he's a little fantasy relevant right now. And Devers is moving up because catchers are falling. Nothing to see there. Oh, we got a couple more. All right, only one more. Freeland and Peralta. So this is important because I am on, we're going to do it in just a second. I'm on Freddie Peralta today. Doyle, Tovar, McMahon. We got Bryant, Farmer, Tolia. Veen is in the lineup today. Jacob Stallings and Mickey Moniak hitting 9. Mickey Moniak pushed down to 9. He's been one of the best hitters on the team. Colorado Rockies strike out more than any team. Freddie Peralta has been up there. Those are, let's do one more bet there. Bryant's still hitting in a good piece of the lineup is solid, but he just stinks. All right, we're going to do one more to see if the Cardinals and Pirates are not updating. We got that. We got that. All right, we got all the lineups that we can get. So I don't know. There's a couple pieces out of there that are interesting. I don't know what you guys think. If there's any questions on any of the lineup, drop it for show. I'm going to talk about the best bets. So here's the deal. If you have any bets that you're on today, please drop it. If you have any opinions on any, please drop it. Let's talk about it. Or if you have any questions of like, is this something and you care whatever the hell I have to say, drop it. Let's take a look because I don't want to get too nuts. I'm going to jinx myself. Oh, we got an update. I'm going to jinx myself here. But on Betting Pros, I've got the little fire emoji. I got 4 straight days of positive cash, which is good. And I'm going to caveat it, though. Since March 30th, I have every day but one as a positive in the green. So you can see, let me do this. They have a good chart here. Well, I'm going to show it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 of 9 days I've got positive cash after getting obliterated on Monday on the first opening. Actually, the first 3 days, all I've been doing is catching up. The first 3 days of the MLB season, I got annihilated. And it's taken me 8 of 9 days to get better. So you can use this as a kind of like stream betting stuff. I think is always interesting for streamy things. But you can follow me over there on Betting Pros. Download the app. It's free. They're actually doing a free trial right now. think leading off, you can use leading off as like a code. I should probably get a Welsh one. 7 days free. You can use all the tools and stuff on there, but you can also follow, and it has like a feed and stuff. It's cool. I got 3 bets on here, but what I was leading to is I don't want to get too crazy, because when I get too up, I've had some bad days. But there are 3 bets that I honed in on. There's a couple other things I'm staring at, so that's why you guys can drop anything that you're into. So here we go. Let me get rid of this. Thank you again to Britton. Britton's a rock star for doing the mystery packs. Mystery pack autos are out. I want people to share if you got the Bobby Witt or the Corbin Carroll Chase. And we'll probably save it for the first of next month. But I've got another set going, and it's going to be super fun, and great names are going to be in it. So keep a pen in that for sure. But thank you to Britton for doing that. Oh, let's answer this question, and then we're going to get to the bets. Got an offer for my Soderstrom for his Walker points league. I'd say no. I don't think so. I love Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker bat speed right now, number 2 in baseball. I think he's going to bounce back, but he has got some strikeout problems. Soderstrom's got some of those as well. Let's actually go take a look real quick. Let's bring Savant back up. But the ballpark is just a little bit more protection for Soderstrom. And I want to say the strikeouts are cut this year. Yeah, so 21% down from 24%. He is barreling the shit out of the ball right now. Expected slug, top 10%. Woba's up there. Hard hit rate is as hard as it's ever been. Average EVs are good. Getting the ball in the air is great. Obviously, in this ballpark, let's look at splits too. Just killing. I mean, lefties, it's all short sample size, but he's really killing it there. And let's look at pitch types. That's something I like to do a lot. Yeah, so check this out. Off-speed pitches last year, he hit 108, and then it was just 183. Now, this is to watch, though. Look at this. 375 right now, but expected the same as last year. About the same on breaking pitches. He's whiffing more, but boy, is he killing fastballs, dude. Yeah. I would hold on Soderstrom. I don't think that's enough right now. Oh, Christian Walker. Yes. All of that. Yes, I would. I am a big Christian Walker guy. Sorry. I assumed it was Jordan Walker because I felt Jordan Walker and Soderstrom were probably a little bit closer in value. So that's my bad here. Let's go to Christian Walker. I mean, I don't even care what this is going to say. This is Christian Walker for me. I think Tyler Soderstrom is going to end up being like a nice, good, a nice, good value this year. And where the dude, why does it do this sometimes? Like, I want these things to be intuitive. Like, I'm not looking for Christian Scherta. I think Tyler Soderstrom legitimately can be good this year and will be valuable. Is there a chance that he could be more valuable than Christian Walker? Sure, I'm totally open to that. I will not bet on it, though. 2 straight years of hitting 250 on an average, right at 29 or 30 homers Christian Walker has, dealing with the injury. But here's our underlying stuff. Barrel percentage on target. Average EV, harder than he's ever done. Max on target. Launch angle, a little bit lower. Let's get that going here. Expected batting average, 40 points. Actually, that's, the hell is that? 75 points higher? Boom. Hard hit rate, as good as ever. We should maybe walk a little bit and not strike out. I feel very good about Christian Walker. Look at this also. Underperform. 133 of fastballs, expected over 300. Also, breaking pitches are up. So that's going to mean his BABIP has got to be like, let's call it 130. Let's see. I didn't know. Oh, no, 250. Well, that doesn't bode well for me because it's a little bit lower, but way underperforming against fastballs. Smash, dude. I'm smash accepting that. And I know it might feel a little bit, where did my stream go? Might feel a little bit weird because Soderstrom's so good, but I got to do it. So there you go. Great, fantastic question. All right. Oh, this is good. Oh, it's Vinny. What's up, Vinny? Vinny's got a parlay for us, but I'm going to go through my bets real quick. And I want to know what you guys got. Here's what I got. Freddie Peralta strikeouts over 6.5. It's minus 130. I don't know if it's moved at all. Here's your risk. Weather, Colorado. That's your risk. your positive is that Colorado strikes out more than any team in baseball right now. Freddie Peralta just struck out 8 Yankees in his last start. You know, there's inherent risk. Like, let's look. Let's see. Best hitters against right-handed pitchers. This will get a stat news thing up here. So, oh wait, no, it's not what I wanted. Let's see. MLB team against right-handed. There we go. Which team? Yeah, the OPS one. This is what I wanted. So here's what works well. Rockies are bottom 8, it looks like, in OPS against right-handed hitters right now. So that is saying they are one of the worst. They also are striking out against right-handed hitters the 4th most in all of baseball. It's the Cubs, Red Sox, Giants, and Rockies. Obviously, that is, you care based on like how many righties and lefties they've gone here. But check this out. Cubs have gone against right-handed, have 13 games with 81 strikeouts. They've played 13 games, 81 strikeouts against right-handed pitchers. Okay. The Rockies have only played 9 games, and it's 76 strikeouts against right-handed. So, or it's 9 games against righties, however they're dictating this. But low OPS, crazy high strikeouts. It's risky. Peralta can fall apart, but I like Freddie Peralta today. Garrett Crochet, outs recorded. That is a bet to say that Garrett Crochet gets to 6 innings. Hand up. I had Jack Flaherty last week as a best bet to go 17.5 over. He had the chance against the White Sox. He gave up a single to stupid Andrew Benintendi, which went to first. And then he got Vaughn out, but not a double play. And they yanked his ass with 5 2/3. That hurts. That will always, always hurt you. But let's put Garrett Crochet, even though I will say, little bit still worried about Garrett Crochet. And that's more about me as a person that is dominantly in. Let me get this stupid shit off the thing real quick. All right, just so you can see better. So, game log. We have got our 2 starts here. We've got the first one where he went 5. I think he had like just under 90 pitches or just there. 100 pitches against Baltimore, and he went 8 innings, struck out 8, even when his stuff hasn't been as great. So today, he's going up against, what is his matchup? It was the Toronto, I think it was the Blue Jays. Yeah, it's the Blue Jays and Easton Lucas. So, I mean, you know, Vlad and Bichette and I mean, they got right-handed hitters that like there's a little bit of a push in their favor. Obviously, if you're going righties versus lefties, wind is pushing out opposite direction. So definitely like the potential for suppression of right-handed hitters who are trying to pull the ball. I guess I'm saying is it might be harder to pull the ball in this matchup. Garrett Crochet went to 8. Maybe they don't want him after 100 to go, 95, 100, but I think he can be efficient against this Blue Jays lineup. So I am in favor of him going 6 innings. He really wants to lower walks right now. And if he can do that and, try to get some more ground stuff here, we can get through some quick innings. I just like that. I like Garrett Crochet. I like betting on Crochet going 6. They want it. They need these wins. They want to push him. So I'm trying to find my stupid banner here. So I'm going with him. And then you got to pay the juice, but St. Louis and Pittsburgh, Nerfy, whether you like Nerfies or not, I get it. MLB first inning. Let's pull this up here. I like to play around with it. There's some people that live by the Nerfy. I do not live by the Nerfy, but I do when I find a good edge to it. I like to bet it. Last time I bet it on stream, I live bet it though, and we did not cash it. But currently, Pittsburgh is tied for the worst in runs scored through the first inning. Them and Seattle scored the least amount of runs in the first inning. That stands out. So that's on the Pittsburgh side. Going up against Sonny Gray. On the opposite end, you're going to look at St. Louis, but they're bottom 10 in the league, and they're going up against Paul Skeens. So, if you're looking for if guys that are running algorithms on this, what they're looking for are 2 matchups. This is all that it is. It's 2 matchups against super low first run scoring teams. And then they're obviously, depending how like awesome nerfy data people are, you'll start to take in account like, they're going to face 2 lefties and what are they against lefties and da. But this game is going to pop not only because it's Paul Skeens, but it's 2 solid pitchers against 2 offenses that are on the bottom half of the league in scoring through the first inning. So I'm willing to do this specifically on this matchup. I didn't want to do it on Wheeler and Sale because the offenses are so powerful. That's the best pitching matchup today, Sale versus Wheeler. It's ridiculous. But the offenses, anything can happen. Wheeler is probably going to suppress the Braves. But I don't know. We've seen some weird innings with Sale, and you do have lefties near the top of the lineup. I don't want to mess with that. So those are my 3 bets today. Freddie Peralta strikeouts, Garrett Crochet outs recorded, and St. Louis Pittsburgh nerfy. What do you guys think? Love or hate? And what else do you have? We got one. So this is my boy Vinny. He's going with I like these paired down strikeout parlays. I did one yesterday. Can protect you. I did Hunter Green and Logan Gilbert 6 each, and that was even money, so that was nice. Here's Vinny's. Freddie Peralta at 6, Reagan's at 6, Boz at 5, Cease at 5, Holmes at 4. What is that? Shane Smith at 3 and Raup at 3. It's almost 8-1. That's interesting. I probably would. I wonder what Peralta, Reagan's, and Boz is. Let's take a look. I don't usually do you got to have fun. Do whatever the hell you want. Like I'm definitely not going to be an elitist to be like parlays are bad bets, like in general, but they're also the most fun and the returns. And I believe in having fun. So you do what you want to do to anybody. What I'm getting at is I'm not going to come on here and be like, you shouldn't do parlays. You shouldn't do whatever the hell you want. Have fun, dude. But let's see. Let's do this 6 one. I kind of want to put Crochet in there too. But who did you have? You had Boz at, what is it? You had Boz at 5. So let's do 5 for Boz against Los Angeles. You had Peralta and Reagan's. Reagan's at 6. Whoa, hold on. I got something else in there. Oh, both teams to score. I had some crazy bet in there. What the hell was that? And then Peralta at 6. So if you did Reagan's, Peralta, and Boz, it's only plus 136. But then let's do this. Let's turn Boz into 6. Now it's almost 2-1. So Boz 6, Reagan's, and Peralta all at. That's the 666. That's the mark of the feast prop. And that would be almost 2-1 if you want to do that. But I like that, Benny. The only other stuff I'm looking at, I feel like we've kind of talked through. There's a little bit of interest in the Guardians and the Mets run line in the first 5 innings. Let me look. I'm probably avoiding the Red Sox in general here. Braves and Phillies first 5 under runs is kind of interesting just because of that pitching matchup, and it's minus 110. So you got to just not score 4 runs in the first 5. And then I don't know if I'm touching much else. Diamondbacks, Orioles, that might be, Jesus, combined 19 ERA. What is the run total in that game? If it's under 8, if it's under 9, it's 9.5. All right, those are a couple of those. I don't know if I'm going to get squirrely at all, but if I did get squirrely, those are what I would do. So any other bets, let me know. Also, like I said, let me know what you dig about those bets. We got 2 games about to go. We're doing okay on the stream. I mean, Twitch is still kind of slow, but I appreciate you guys that are watching on Twitch and that you guys are subbing. You can gift subs. You can get the subs. Use an Amazon Prime account so you don't pay any money. Connect your Amazon Prime. Helps me out. And also, it gets rid of the stuff. So you can do that. get the special unlocked emojis. But I can see where you guys are for YouTube or Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, keep the follows going, because once we get over 1,000, we can do some bigger streams on YouTube. And that would be dope. That would be sweet. But I think we got enough where we can hang a little bit longer. We've got Guardians and White Sox, Mets and Marlins starting up here, just for S's and G's. Who wants to know what the first run the Nerfies would be for these? Where the hell is it? MLB. Minus 130 for the Guardians and White Sox, minus 145 for the Marlins and Mets. I would be more likely to do this Guardians one. I don't think I'm going to. But we're going to now follow it because I want to, but I'm not going to. But I want to. Desperately. All right, what else is going on? Let's do some fantasy questions. We got a couple minutes before these games first pitch, and then we got the later ones. Any other fantasy questions? Yay or nay? Let me know. And my wife is calling me. I'm on stream. Okay. I guess we could look also at line. Let's see if there's one more lineup adjustment. Oh yeah, we got the. Ooh, this is interesting. Have I missed this? Victor Scott leading off today. Victor Scott, Wilson Contreras, and then Brennan Donovan, Arenado, Burleson, Walker, Pehasiani, and Wynn. Also, schemes of strikeouts are at like a little bit of juice and at 7 today, unless they moved. That's a lot of juice, 6.5. 120 on the alt line. That's just not enough. Not enough. But Victor Scott leading off, a great sign against righties, especially if that were to continue. On the other side, we got Sawinski, Reynolds, and O'Neill Cruz going up against Sonny Gray. There's some hard hitters there. Key Brian Hayes and Manuel Valdez at first. Tommy Pham, Andy Rodriguez, Adam Frazier, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Mason Wynn still down here at 9. All right, that's it. That's an interesting lineup. I mean, 2 lefties against Skeens. That might hurt my Nerfy ability a little bit. Dodgers, nothing out of the norm. Tommy Edman hit 3. Look at that. Jesus. Anything else? Phillies, quintessential lineup. Turner, Harper, Bohm, Schwartz, Castellanos, Romito. That is a rough top 6 for sale. All right. That's that. Here we go. What do we got? Interior. Brewers, Rockies under 9.5. That's interesting. Under 9.5 today. Peralta's Freeland has been dealing. I see where you're going with that. Dodgers on the run line, minus 112. Lodolo, 5 strikeouts. Lodolo, I want to ride that with you, dude. I want to. Lodolo seems like he is changing who he is as a pitcher, though. And that's what I can't wrap my head around is he is not going for the whiffs. He is one of the biggest whiff decreasers right now because he is just pitching to command. You need to get that sweepy looper, just, getting 8 strikeouts. He'd go 4 innings, 8 strikeouts. It's just not happening anymore. It's going against the Giants, and the Giants have been striking out, though. DK, it's actually minus. Yeah, it's minus. It's the same, minus 140 at 5 strikeouts. Dang, I kind of want to do that. Let's look at this real quick. Betting pros. Maybe we can do the cheat sheet, see what it says about it. I like those bet. The Brewer Rocky ones that's a sneaky one. What I feel like I'd want to do, I'm going to look at this one more time, is when do those games start? We got 8 minutes. I wonder, I'm going to look at what the 5 is. By the way, it's minus, no, it's 112 on DK too. The first 5 under, if you're betting on the starters, It's plus money. Plus money for under 4.5 runs through the first 5. So if you think the under's in play, you're betting on Peralta and them, that's kind of interesting. Minus 166 to under 5.5 runs. So under 6 runs. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting play. What the hell? I was just going to do something and now I forgot. Well, we looked at the first 5. Feeling crazy. I got Soto, O'Neal, Cruz, Ohtani, anytime homer. Did you parlay it or all separate ones? That's not bad. I mean, those are great. I love the Soto one. I actually almost picked Soto for the home run. I feel like I'm going to regret that one. The wind blowing out like that, like that's crazy stuff. What does it look like? I might play total bases on that. It is 3-1, 310. Oh, you laid all up. Oh, that's a parlay? Yeah, that's a parlay. What are the odds? 310 is Soto to hit a homer. His total bases are plus 125. Do I want to get sneaky? Juan Soto game log. Gillespie was okay. Let's see. This is where I get in trouble. He has had, he's had doubles in 3 of his last 4 games. I mean, he has hit this quite a bit. 2 hits yesterday with a double. You got big wind. Oh, I'm tempted. I kind of like to do hit parlays sometimes. Can you even get the hit? I'll bet you it's like minus like 250. Like you got to parlay him with someone. Oh, it's actually to hit, it's minus 195 on Soto. Really? Really? What is Soto and where'd the Dodgers go? Where are the Dodgies? All right. So this is stupid. I'm an idiot here. Soto and Ohtani to each have 1 hit plus 113. I'm absolutely betting that. 1 hit. That's all I need from those 2. Yep. Already done. Soto and Ohtani 1 hit today each. Plus money. Love. My home run call today, Carroll, Tuck, and Henderson total base lines were juicy earlier. Yeah, the Carroll one's super interesting to me, especially if you look at Charlie Morton stank up. You got high runs. He's going to be at the top of the line, top-ish of the lineup. And total bases, it's plus money for Carroll on this one. Damn, dude. Knock it off. You're going to get me in trouble. Stolen base. Well, I don't know what the deal with Carroll is in stolen bases this year, but he is plus 330 as well. All right. So the question is do I get really stupid and do this White Sox Guardians nerfy for the fun of the stream? Let me look real quick. MLB weather. Let's see what's going on. Not that it probably matters, but do we want to get dumb? I just want to I wouldn't ever want to do it if it was like 25-mile-an-hour winds blowing out or whatever. It's actually coming in. Some rain percentage chances, which don't really mean much. It's cold. I think I might do it. I'm going to do it for the love of the stream. We're doing it. Fuck it. Right? We just went under. Guaranteed over. Guaranteed over now. Go bet the over. Bet the over. Minor. What's up, dude? I always forget I can see it on the YouTube side. Head-to-head categories, Dynasty. I can pick up two. I put it twice. I can pick up two of the following minor leaguers: Colson Montgomery, Braden Montgomery, Drew Jones, Ethan Salas, Adele Amador, Brooks Lee. Run, but don't walk to pick up Braden Montgomery in a dynasty. I don't know your specific situation, but like if you just have minor league spots and it doesn't take up roster spots, Braden Montgomery is a top like 50 overall prospect. So I'm definitely down with Braden Montgomery is the no-brainer. I'd probably go Colson because Colson's going to get some. It's two White Sox going to get some opportunity in here. I like Drew Jones, but I have him under. Salas is a catcher. He's looking better. Not into Amador. Brooksley's kind of interesting. I would go with the two Montgomerys in that instance, minor. That's what I would do. We ride with Shane Smith. Shane Smith. Desperately, we need to get. We need to get what's his name out. We need to get Jose Ramirez. Sorry, I'm doing too many things. I can't focus. All right, the game's going to kick off here in just a minute. Just a minute. But shout out to the people on Twitch. Appreciate you. Interior was the last one. Getting the subs up. Like I said, want to keep getting these subs up. If we get it up next month, we are going to do a couple cool things on subs. But shout out to everybody, no matter what you're doing. You did the mystery auto packs. You take part in the raffles. We already did a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph bat raffle, and then we did the Jackson Churio autograph bat raffle. That was dope. So I appreciate you guys doing that. But whether you're supporting on Patreon or whatever you're doing, just thanks for hanging out with me. Trying to do more live streams, and you guys coming in tells me it is worth it. If you guys do not come in, it tells me it is not worth it. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to do the MLB cheat sheet here. Prop. Whoops. What just happened? MLB prop analyzer. That's what we're going to do. Speaking of Drew Jones, what's your general feeling about him? I'm pretty excited about the changes he's making so far this year. Especially last year, I guess specifically last year with like let's look at his stats before I get too excited. But the general swing change looks really good. He's in Hillsborough right now. He's hitting 273, 400 OBP. He's got a stolen base early on. I'm pretty encouraged. I think he's kind of sneaky right now, Jag. I really do. All right. Hello, betting pros. We wanted to look at Lodolo. That's who it was. Nick Lodolo. Let's make sure I'm logged in. I am logged in. All right, cool. Let's share this. Right before this game is about to start. This is the betting pro stuff. Why isn't it showing the things? I don't know if there's not a projection or I'm not logged in. Because he hasn't hit it yet. Well, damn. What is my account? Maybe they just didn't have any projections on. Let me look on my phone real quick. But let's also pull up MLB.tv. Close some tabs because we are tab heavy. My computer will blow up. Okay, cool. Watch. And we're praying for the nerf, you guys. All right, White Sox. Let's watch the White Sox broadcast. That Hillsborough team has a whole look very good. Yeah, completely agree. It's a pretty stacked roster. All right. App. Picks. Cheat sheet. Just see if maybe there's something wrong or weird on their projections, why it wasn't showing up, or maybe my login isn't there. So, all right, Guardian, 2 games up. Mets and Marlins, Cleveland and White Sox. You guys are I'm going to hang here for a little bit if you guys want to have a little companion podcast with this going on. So hang out with me here instead of just leaving me. But I get it. If you're on your phone, you got to pick one. You got to get to the game if you're watching the MLB.tv. All right, so Lodolo. Okay. Yeah, there must be something wrong with my my login. I got to fix that because here you go. Projection on pros here. If you guys want to take a look, so I can look, this is what on the app it looks like if you guys check it out. But projection 5.7, covered ability 67%, good bet rating, expected value is pretty high as well on Lodolo on Betting Pros, and it's got some cool charts and stuff like that. So I suggest go download the app, use that promo. I think there's a code you can just use, like do leading off or something. And then you get 7 days free where you can access all that data. Otherwise, you can just track your own bets. They got the calendar thing, like the, whatever is it called? Pick something. It's very cool. Download it. You can follow me. All of that's free. You just want the premium stuff. You got to sign up. All right. We already got one on against Clay Holmes. Xavier Edwards. One out, one on. I believe that's Xavier Edwards. We got one out in the Cleveland game. Xavier Edwards gets on, and Mervis is up here, and this is what I worry about with the ball flying. Edwards not being aggressive. Dude said he wants to steal like 30 bases, and he's just not being crazy hyper aggressive. I don't understand. Like watching him right here, like he should be taken off. You're the Marlins. Easy stolen base if he did it with a breaking pitch into the dirt. I gotta DM some players or something because like why is Carroll not running a lot? Why is Edward like? Why is Oneil Cruz the most aggressive base stealer in the game and no one else is stealing anymore? I just don't understand it. Mervis just broke his bat. Oof, lively inside on Robert. Any recent live looks? You saw my live look yesterday. JD Dix, dude. He is a monster. That video is from yesterday. He looks big. He kind of reminds me of like Eric Batanti. He's playing shortstop, 2 triples, flies, rocket ship. If you're in a dynasty, JD Dix, man, he's far away. Dude, Dix is insane. Well, I got to talk to him a little bit. I talked to him and that's a strikeout. Oh my God. Sorry. Ben Lively absolutely just struck out Robert and they didn't give it to him. That's a hunt. Give me the ABS. Hold on. Let me see this Ben Lively pitch. Get Robert out. I just walked him. Oh, here we go. But JD Dix is a monster. He looked like the best of all the guys there. Titus Cecil is a really interesting prospect as well. I put a video out of him. I saw Ivan Luciano, Kevin Sim, Christian Pache was playing. And then I did get to see, what's his name? Shota Mori, the 2-way player with the A's. I only got to see one at bat, but I do a video of it. And Mori, pretty interesting. He struck out though, but I got to see Maury and but JD Dix is like those looks. I'm very, very excited about him after seeing him in person. Really big body stuff. So, all right, 2 outs in the Mets one. We got 1 out with 1 on in the Guardians. Mameton is up. We need Ben Lively to get out of this. Am I fully out on Liddell? Some of the underlying numbers look good. Let's take a look, dude. Let's look at Joe Adell. Where is Joe Adell? Dude, what is Savant doing, dude? Adele. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. That's why. I'm a dimmy. Hold on. Everything is going slow now. Hold up. Savant just froze. Yeah, we'll look at Adele in 1 second. As soon as this, let's refresh. All I had was Joe Adcock. That was who I got to break down. Joe Adcock, man. All right, 1-2 count. Ben Lively here. Come on. He's just throwing just shit into the ground. All right. Are we back here? There we go. Joe Adell. Here we go. So I haven't looked a lot at Joe Adell. So this is what I'm actually, I gotta be honest with you guys. One of the coolest things about doing these streams. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. Robert. They got Robert in a pickle. Let's go. Let's go. It's really cool doing these when we talk about guys randomly. It's actually going to help podcasts I do and everything. We did that with Luis Garcia, and we were like, oh, wow. You know, Luis Garcia, it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. And now he's not platooning. So this could end up being the starting point whenever I do these to, you know, just to be able to like get some new info on guys that I might not be looking up. Clay Holmes has got 2 on, and Ben Lively is almost out of this. So Joe Adell, 217, 308 OBP. He is way down on barrels, up on average EV. Launch angle's getting up there. Expected batting average is quite a bit higher. Hard hit rate is higher, which those probably correlate. A 3-2 count again. Jesus. Strikeouts are down. Walks are up. We love that. He's only playing against righties right now. Fuck. Lively just walked my time. Come on, dude. I'm defending you on the line, man. Let's see. He's underperforming against fastballs right now. That's a good sign. He's small sample size on breaking pitches. He's doing well. EV is up against fastballs, even though he's struggling. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff here. He's just hitting a lot of ground balls right now. I mean, he's just a super athlete. Let's see. Fastballs. He's hitting sliders. There's not enough of a sample size, but yeah, I think there is some interesting stuff. Oh, no. Oh, boys. Andrew Vaughn crushed one to the warning track, but we got out of it. All right. We got 1/2 down. So I would say when I look at this with with Adell, I'm sorry, the way he's hitting the ball harder than he has in the past, he's striking out less. XBA is higher. Oh, let's look at bat tracking. He's swinging the bat big. He's getting zone control. He's squaring the ball up more. I think there is a positive for. I'm not sure I would sit here and be like, yo, Joe Adell to the moon, or I'm all in, or something like that. But I think there's something still there. I wouldn't, in a deeper league, I wouldn't want to cut. Jakey, hey man, and everyone, hope y'all been well and that your team started off hot. Jakey, what's up, brother? Colorado Rockies representing right there. I hope everything is going well on your side as well. I'm in the Fantasy Pros Content League. I'm doing good. Not good in tout, but it's 1 week, and I didn't have Gunner. So everything has been pretty good, I would say, for fantasy. I don't think anything is a disaster. The keeper leagues are doing pretty well. It's looking tout if I've moved up. Not really. Berger's underperforming for me. Gunner's been out. Butler's kind of been struggling. I got sick pitching in that one. Crochet, DeGrom, Gallen has been kind of tough. But most teams have been pretty good. How's everybody else's, by the way? Let's hear it. Well, I know you do a lot of prospect work. Why is Job not getting whiffs anymore? I actually think he kind of laid it out for us. He said that I'm going to just try to throw strikes, and I'm going to try to see if people are going to miss it. I'm not going to worry. What I didn't like about Job when I saw him in person was that I thought he was very predictable. Pitching fastballs and fastball counts, sliders and slider counts. His stuff was nasty, but he seemed very predictable. And the Ks are way down. The walks are way up right now. He's giving up a ton of contact. His fastball is just getting beat up. Again, these are all just too small of sample sizes. His fastball ticked down a little bit. He's going more cutter, but he's also throwing the sinker this year. Sinker sometimes can depreciate strikeout rates on certain guys just because it's like you're pitching to more contact, which you can see. Look, his ground ball rate is up. I just don't think he's got the right pitch mix right now. And I'm not sure it's going to get there. That's why I was always like a little bit dicey about Job. That's why he's nothing more than a streamer to me. So that's just my feeling on it. Like I'd rather have Casey Mize this season than Job, but I wouldn't give up on him long-term because I do think he's got 4 pitches he can throw for stuff. It's just, he doesn't have that good mix. All right. Shane Smith, grounder, Quan out. We like that. We love that. Good to hear. And yeah, it's hard to do worse than my Rockies. I know, dude. I know. Yeah, saw Florida State last weekend. Alex Ledicey, not enough buzz, slam dunk, under slot guy. Oh, yeah? Tell me more. Anything else? I like to hear that. I'm really excited about my 10-team auction Roto League punting saves this year and feel I can finish second at the worst. Really? You punted in Roto? I'm like firmly don't punt in Roto, but that's fascinating. How does it go? Like, what's your point structure look like? It's really early, so I don't know. Yeah, look, and I don't know if, by the way, you meant more dynasty, so I don't know if I super helped you. Redraft, I'm really indifferent about Job. Oh, shit. Sorry. Shane Smith just left a 4-seam fastball just dead red for Jose Ramirez, and he missed it. But yeah, from a dynasty perspective, I think he does tick down a tiny bit as well, but it's nothing where I'm like, well, I'm not trying to get out from under him, but if someone wanted to pay really high, I might, because I'm not feeling great. But it's a bad time to sell him right now. So is Christian Campbell overperforming, or is he that good? I think it's a little bit of both. Let's pull him up. Because there are some things that are not going to be sustainable. Oh. All right, we got Ramirez out. All right, one more. This is the crazy crunch scary time. Christian Campbell, 7% barrel, big overall max EV, but look at this, low average. So he's not getting to it consistently right now. XBA 294, so still good. Slug xWOBA good. Hard hit is super low. Walks and strikeouts. So that's what's so interesting about him is, hold on, is that like there are some overperforming things, but a lot of this is stable. Low strikeouts, high walks, good consistent average. I like to see the barrel come up. He's getting the ball in the air. Way overperforming against fastballs. Sorry, I got this game on looking here. Breaking pitches, I love to see this type of consistency. He's not doing anything against off speed. That breakdown looks... So what is it? 4-seam fastballs he's destroying. So he's going to see less of those. He's hitting some sliders. He's hitting some curveballs. He hasn't gotten attacked with sweepers. So like what sorry, every time I pause, I'm looking at Shane Smith throw. So I guess what I'm saying is that like, I think there are some great underlying things here. I think his ability to not strike out this early in his career is huge. Even though he's not hitting the ball hard, something that you'll see like statistically correlated is high hard hit with expected batting average being up. This is not the case. You're getting a high expected batting average with pretty shitty hard hit rates. So low strikeouts, high walks, decent barrel, decent launch angle, max EV is all there. Wait. We cashed the Nerfy. We cashed the Nerfy, by the way. Let's go. There's a win right at the top. But then the last thing is like, look at this. Bat speed, it's above league average. This is interesting. It's a really short swing, and sometimes that's not great. And that's tapered down because he looked like he was like one of the biggest bat swing guys. But fast bat, good underlying stuff. So what I'm getting at is like, he's going to get pitched different, and he can't make his entire career off of fastballs because he's hitting 529 off of, or he's hitting 625 off against 4-seam fastballs. But he's showing the type of patience that, like, I think when he starts to see these other pitches, he's going to be okay. So that's why I think this is like rookie of the year. If I answered that properly. if I answered that properly. If you guys are enjoying this, by the way, make sure you are following on the Twitch. If you are not already, please follow on the Twitch. Consider doing the subs if that's your thing. You can do it freely with Amazon Prime, or you can just pick one up, gets rid of ads and supports, and we got emojis. Also in thisleague.com on the Patreon if you want my prospect list, my dynasty list updates up next week. I've also got a new weekly sheet that I'm putting out. Plus, we got group me rooms. You can have access to me in the community. They're awesome. Cool ways to support. Thank you guys. I love you. That's how we do it. Keeper, so in the middle, I kept him over a guy like Steele, and I'm regretting it. Ooh, yeah. That's a tough one, dude. I'm not sure I would have done that. But I understand, like, the Job hype is there. I have Steele slightly higher than Job in Dynasty, so I probably would have gone against that. By the way, we have 3 runs in this Mets game. Lindor just hit a bomb. Let's take a look here. Soto did not get on base, though. I did the hit thing. I forgot I did the hit parlay, so we need him to get on base. I need 1 hit, but we've already got 3 runs early on. Hicks actually got on, so I'm stupid. And Holmes has given up 2. He struck out 1, but Pete Alonso is up. So just interesting to do there. Let's see what else we got. Good hit ability, very disciplined at the plate, good gloves, sneaky pull power. So that was Alex Lodizzi. Chicago-based guy, right? Let's see. Standard 5x5 Roto League. 15 hitters, 9 pitchers, 16 reserve spots. My starters are... This is your punt team, right? Framber, Crochet, Peralta, Skubal, Sandy, Hunter Green, Taj Webb. Dude, you killed it in pitchers. My relievers consist of guys that get a lot of holds and are next in line for the closer role. Oh, that's interesting. So your hitting must be at the level where your hitting is, you got to be winning multiple because again, I want to get back to the Roto side of this. If you're getting your points scored, if you're putting up a 1 on the save side, I guess looking at those pitchers, you got to be pulling in somewhere between 8s and 10s on the other 4 pitching categories, and you must be high on the hitting categories. So that's really interesting. I enjoyed the weekly sheet the other day. Thank you, Mummert. What's up, Mummert? Hanging out in here. Winner of the Bobby Witt Jr. bat, which, by the way, I did not get out on Friday. I deeply apologize. I was not able to, but it's going out today, going to the post office. And so it's a little bit later. 2 things didn't get to go out on Friday. The bat, because I didn't have anything to put in there. The bat is so difficult to go, but it is getting out to you, Mummert. Mummert won the Bobby Witt Jr. autographed bat that everybody was jealous about. But I'm excited to get that to Mummert. And I appreciate you guys liking the sheet. Like I said, if there's any suggestions of other things you might want on a weekly basis, let me know. I am adding in trade targets, pickups, things I'm looking for. I'm going to continuously do that type of stuff. So let me know if there's anything else you like on it. Who the hell was... Oh, this is Christian Campbell we were looking at. All right. So we cashed the Nerfy. We're very excited about that. White Sox haven't scored. And Mets are down. So I'm also glad I didn't play any first 5 on the Mets. Clay Holmes given up already. Ridiculous. We might have to, let's look at Clay Holmes, actually. Let's look at some live. This is what we can do. We can go to game feed. Let's pull this up. Or actually, we'll do this in a second. I'm on pitching side. I want 9s and 10s. Yeah, clearly you want 9s and 10s. 9s and 10s on WK, ERA, and WHIP. Is that what you're getting? The guys that holds are there to keep the ERA and WHIP down, sure, and the strikeouts. Didn't get as much power on the offensive side, but hoping to score high and run RBI, stolen base. Yeah, I mean, that's how you have to do it. Like, if you're going to punt a category in Roto, you've got to make sure whatever you're doing, you're getting high 10s. So you need to go heavy stolen bases. You want to get heavy elite power guys. Maybe you sacrifice a little average and go crazy on strikeouts. Speaking of, I forgot to do this. You guys may have already seen this. We got official word on Victor Robles. Boof. 3 months. It's going to be out 12 weeks. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Victor Robles, I think they said there was a tear. Where was that? Fuck. I don't know where it is, but I saw the report pop up that, or I guess I could search it. Victor Robles. It was what was the official word? No, currently it appears there's a fracture that will heal without requiring surgery. However, that will be monitored to confirm that's the case. So if no surgery is required, it should heal in approximately 6 weeks. Following a full healing, a rehabilitation schedule of 6 weeks would be required after that if there's no surgery and no setback. So, damn, that was a dislocated shoulder with a small fracture in the humeral head in his left shoulder. What? But Robles is out for a long time, so he's a cut. Unless you have like IL spots and it's just like cool and easy for you, you can cut his ass. Unfortunately, I hate it. I'm massive Robles guy, so that's a loss in stolen bases. To make up for it, Victor Scott. I was about to call him Victor Jr. Mesa, and then maybe Zach Veen. That might be it. I ended the draft with $30, which is a nice power guy with how the draft went. So next year, my plan is to go a little bit more power heavy. Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely my trend this year, was to not. Unfortunately, Robles was one of those reasons why I wanted heavy power and I could get stolen bases late. Jake McCarthy was one. He sucks, one of the worst in baseball, and Robles got hurt. So that plan is absolutely failing, unfortunately. Have a good rest of the stream. I have a movie to go see. Barrel Report will be in tomorrow. Yes. What movie are you going to see? Are you going to see Minecraft? My kids want to go see that. But Daddy Welsh just found out I need 2 new front tires. So kids might have to wait on Minecraft. I hate having to get new tires. They're never a deal. It's never good. Pisses me off. But Barrow, what movie? Yes, Minecraft. Okay, we need the Barrow Report on Minecraft. So be on the lookout for that. Voicemails for the Thursday show coming out. Barrow Report with, you usually have some bets and your guys to pick up, and we'll get a movie review. So I'm looking forward to that, Barrow. Have fun, man. Dude, tires are a scam. I need them, though. My front tires. One of them is like ripping. It's not good. So thank you for all of your support. We're now in the element of the tire stream. We're now tire streaming it, everybody. Everything you do to support covers stupid ass tires. Big ass scam. Clay Holmes just got a strikeout. Ooh, is that Dane Myers? Who the fuck is this? Sanoha? Oh, this is one of the fake players. We had the one fake player, and this is another fake player. Sanoha, just nice hit. Dude, what? Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Let's see what's going on with Clay Holmes. What's up, Jake? What's up, dude? Looking at the baseball games, chilling, streaming, answering questions, whatever you got, dude. What's going down? We need to see what the hell is going on with Clay Holmes. He's giving up a bunch of contact. Sinker, fastball. So he's throwing everything. Jesus. None of it looks good. Ooh, what's this? Well, this is that reliever thing that's still, I think this is still screwing up. So all the velo looks down. He's getting whiffs on the fastball, which is weird. Nothing on the sinker, nothing on the sweeper. I mean, I'm watching him. He just doesn't look super great. But the Marlins are also sneaky. They get some sneaky ass contact. They're not like the old Marlins. Some hard hits here. So Derek Hill hit 105. And that one was a 99 on Sanjay. Interesting. We got Manzardo up against Shane Smith right now, and Xavier Edwards against Clay Holmes. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Clay Holmes, I guess in the world of, this is to throw this out, in the world of him becoming Michael King, the thing we wanted to exist was, I was looking at the right person, wasn't I? Yeah. We needed that sweeper, and he's throwing it 19% of the time. It's getting a little bit of whiffs and stuff. I mean, it's not bad in the zone in the fastball. Sweepers in the zone, maybe too much. It's getting some swings on it. I don't know. It doesn't look like dominant stuff. Xavier Edwards is super tough out, but like these other dudes are getting hits off of him. Manzardo just got out. So let's look here. Just a bad changeup, it looked like. I don't know. I had Gilbert, Webb, and Green all going against me yesterday. My week might be cooked. Yo. That sucks. Stream some hitters? Jesus. Those are the ones that, you know, I think I might have got hit with one of those in the, let me look. In the Fantasy Pros League, which I want to win because there's belts on the line. Oh, I lose last week. What the happened? Oh, no, I didn't. I lost to our HR person last week. I didn't even realize that. But that's brutal. That's an absolutely brutal blow. Shane Smith is looking good. So let's go over to him right now. He's throwing right on the corners. I mean, he just hit a slider. They called it a ball, though. He's hitting these corners. These guys are getting squeezed today. So let's look at this. Beautiful four seam on the lower half. Broski Toft, what's up, brother? We're in the Welsh Needs New Tires stream. That's what the official stream is. All right, Shane Smith, 62% fastball. That's going to probably come down a little bit. It's getting some whiffs. It's getting tons of called strikes right here, and he's hitting the corner of the zone. That's what's sneaky. Changeup and slider. He has a whiff on the changeup. Yeah, Shane Smith is looking really good. Go early fastball. That sets up your secondary, second time through the order. I love this. Except he just 95 absolute dead red that Nolan Jones just missed. But that's why he's back with the Guardians. Let's look. Changeup is dying. This slider doesn't look very good. He's throwing the slider in the zone every single time. There's a just. So if you guys are watching, Shane Smith just threw a changeup in the zone that, you know, sometimes. Let me hold on. Are they going to keep this? Keep it up. Oh, I want to take a picture of it. Bunch of bullshit. All right, they got him out. But Shane Smith threw a changeup. Actually, I can probably pull this up here. It wasn't like, you know, where it's like, oh, hey, it kind of hugged the zone. No, it was literally in the zone. Where is it? What is a changeup here? Four-seam fastball. Is this it? Where is it? It was a what color is fucking changeups? Yeah, it's green. Oh, right here. Look at this. That was called a ball. This was called a ball. I mean, and like, okay, if you do this zone, but this is the chart right there. That was a ball. Just the most dead red changeup you've ever seen in the zone. Crazy. Shane Smith looks really impressive, guys. Really impressive. I cannot wait for ABS. It's all I want in the world. It's worked great. What's the harm? What they go up to the thing, they look, you get a certain amount. If they if you have two wrong, you lose any more challenges. What's the harm? Give me ABS tomorrow. And it's not like it's robo umps. You're just like, hey, you suck at your job. Let's take a look. Oh, look at the screen. He did suck at his job. It's crazy. I mean, he got out of it luckily, but that's the type of thing that kills betting when that happens. And if you had Shane Smith strikeouts today, he's already at 3 though. So, boom. And what was, hold on. Vinny had a parlay. Vinny, what was your parlay again? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, luckily you've already hit it. You've already hit this The Smith has already got 3. By the way, Clay Holmes. Where is Clay Holmes at? I think he's at 2. He doesn't look good right now, but no, he's already at 3. So you're cooking right now, dude. But yeah, that's like a wild bad call. Give me ABS tomorrow. Players work well with it. It's easy calls. It's just like the challenges, and it takes 10 seconds. Gimme. Please. All right, we got 2-1 Mets, Marlins. Marte's up, 1 out. And we got left fielder Brooks Baldwin in this Cleveland White Sox game playing. If you missed earlier, I think that is a potential move for Chase Meadroth to be coming up. You just created flexibility for Baldwin so he can play somewhere. Also throwing out that they re-signed Brandon Drury. So Brandon Drury re-signed today with the White Sox. He's going to go to extended, and he will get into some games, I'd imagine, in a couple weeks coming back from that fracture. Which I wonder who they get rid of. Because they're going to have to dump some. They're going to have to, let me look. White Sox roster. Let's speculate what that's going to look like. Okay. Depth chart. White Sox depth chart. I would assume he goes to third base. Where they've got, Miguel Vargas has been there first. So yeah, I would imagine it's Miguel back at first, Vaughn is DH, Drury comes and plays third, and Baldwin now playing in left field can just be a fourth outfielder. So that would, I would say maybe, how the fuck would they do this? They got Michael Taylor and Austin Slater on the bench. I don't know. I don't have it, actually. DFA Austin Slater? Maiton could get out of there. I don't know. But I still think if you're playing Baldwin in there, you're creating flexibility because you want Meadroth to come up soon. So I'm going to hold to that. All right, boys, what else we got? We probably got 15-ish more minutes. Probably going to cap it at a 2-hour stream today. I'll shout out anybody else on the follows or anything like that, or, let me know anything else I shout out. But if you got any more fantasy questions, drop them. Again, on Thursday, the Thursday episode, the YouTube is Patreon only YouTube. But if you're watching on YouTube and you're not like part of Patreon, just make sure to come follow the Twitch. Just download it, twitch.tv/inthisleague, because it will be freely open to anybody on Twitch, but the YouTube only goes to Patreon on Thursdays. Like to talk some prospects. We'll do the same thing as today, talk about games and lineups and anything you want to break down, but also going to spend some time talking about some prospect stuff. And I may even take that over into a podcast. So that is the plan for the Thursday live stream. Probably a similar time. Just as an FYI. We've got Pirates, Cardinals, Dodgers, Nationals, Blue Jays, Red Sox all coming up at 6:45 Eastern. And I am on Crochet. If you guys want to see this again, I am on Crochet 17.5 outs recorded. So that is to get to 6 innings. And I'm on the St. Louis Pittsburgh Nerfy. That's for the next set of games. So just throw that out again. If you guys want to take a little peek, those are my current bet plans and setups. And again, shout out to Jimmy Ballgame subbing on the Prime today. That helps out the Twitch and any of the new people that followed. We're doing well on the follows. Let's go get that bad boy up. One on. Oh, another thing I was going to say, interesting. We did a trade video on Fantasy Pros today, and Joe was talking up Vientos. So we're talking about guys. He's very adamant about Vientos. I'm not as sold. Vientos did ground out in this game, but very interested to see. This is I felt like this is a game where he could get right, but he did ground out. But be on the lookout. It should be sometime today. Guys were trading for and trading away. So, Jakey, absolutely hit, run, and RBI. I like those more than total bases. To be honest with you, I really wish we could get the juice out a little bit because. And I understand it, of course, but it's like Juan Soto. You get Juan Soto total bases at plus money, but Juan Soto hit, run, RBI at 1.5 over was probably like minus 110 or 130 or something. Whatever dumb number it is. But yes, I do. I really like hit, run, and RBI numbers. I'm finicky about it. I think I've only bet one so far this year and I lost it. But yes, I think that is a great one to play. I'm definitely into that. Seeing Luis Garcia Jr. getting benched versus lefties is beginning to be worrisome. Why are the Nationals doing this? They're not today. Unless this just recently happened. He is in the lineup against the lefty today. Well, let's take a look. Did he get taken out? Because we were looking earlier in the stream and Ahmed Rosario and Luis Garcia are in. So let's take a look if that, because now you got me thinking, did that change? Where did it go? No, he's in today. So there you go. That to maybe kill some of that frustration right there. He is in versus a lefty today against Wroblewski. So I think that's a good sign. And we did a breakdown in the last one. Yeah. Some of the lineups are already up. I usually will try to do early streams like this. I will do the lineup thing. He is hitting 6th versus lefties today. So that's actually encouraging. And there was some encouraging stuff that I didn't think they were going to continue with the sitting. But he's going to have to hit. So not bad. Yes, trying the under with Yanier Diaz and Ernie Clement. Going to see how it goes today. Oh, the unders. That might be a good edge area. I don't pay enough attention to is unders on hit runs as well. The Yanier one is interesting too because who the hell is it? It's Luis. I don't love Luis Castillo though, but are you parlaying those or doing those separate? Because what's the number? Ernie Clement, you got to be parlaying those because Ernie Clement's like a wild one. That feels like you didn't like the juice of Yanier and you wanted to make it a little bit better. So you said, let's go with some slapdick and you go Ernie Clement. He's probably great, by the way. Nothing against Ernie Clement, by the way. In Blake Snell's words, of course. Not mine. So let's see. Where? Who the hell are we looking for? Oh, yeah, Yanier. Yeah, parlaying at 207 on BetMGM. That's pretty nice. Okay, Yanier under is minus 135. That's pretty playable, though. Minus 135 hit, run, and RBI. It's not bad. You always love to find some plus money ones, though. Yanier has struggled, though, but I don't know. Cam Smith is plus money to have less than one hit, run, or RBI today. Yikes. You can get some good plus monies on those if you're at it. But like, okay, so here's a prime example. Corbin Carroll today. I would really like it, but it's minus 140 for him to have one hit, one run, or one RBI, whatever combo. It's just juiced. Understandably, of course. Pavin Smith, plus money at 1.52. Not too shabs. Not too shabs. Give me 1 second. Just about done. Kyle Stowers out. I want to hang to see if we get a Soto hit here on the next one, and then we'll probably bail unless there's any more questions. But yeah, you want to check out Jakey's parlaying under 1.5 hit, run, RBI, Ernie Clement, and Yanier Diaz. 2-1. That's not bad. Oh, I missed this, Chandler. We're just playing infield. and outfield, 5 infielder, 3 outfielder, thinking of a trade and wondering your thoughts. Bogarts, Jordan Hicks, and Yelich for Bryce Miller, Junior Caminero, and Butler. If you are getting the Miller, Caminero, Butler side, to the moon. The instant yes. I play my game. This is my game with trades. Cross cancel. Butler or Yelich, I'll take Butler. Caminero or Bogarts, I'll take Caminero. Miller or Jordan Hicks, I'll take Miller, Bryce Miller. In every aspect, I want the player for player side. It is the biggest no-brainer on the planet. I want the Miller, Caminero, Butler side. If that is the side you're trading, do not do it. Do not do it. I also use Pickett to shop the lines before I make the bet. Okay, so that was the thing I was saying. Just as a little promotion as a Fantasy Pros guy, on Betting Pros on the app, you shop all the lines. We provide the lines that you can check out, and it has got a calendar and a chart view amongst all of the other stuff that it has. So I do the same thing. You can just go to any prop. You can see all the lines at any book on Betting Pros, and you're good to go. So Betting Pros app, check it out. It's pretty cool. And a ton of it's free. But yeah, Pickett's really popular. We have the Pickett type calendar on there as well. Want to show it, but I don't want to show the first 3 days of the MLB season. That's what's killing me. But I have grinded back. It has been the biggest grind to get back and not just mass bet every single day. I've just been very, very stoic about it. Clay Holmes, by the way, 4 strikeouts. So 2 legs of Vinny's parlay has locked in. What's up, Josh? How's the dog? What was my story on the dogs? I have lots of animal issues. Dogs are okay. One of them, we have 2 dogs. My older dog is good. She's just old-ish. So she's like got, whatever. And then I got a puppy who's a monster. And if that's what you're asking about, the monster who eats all of my hats. Literally eats all of my hats because it's crazy. I literally have to start the hat fund. I have a spreadsheet of hats that I want to get now, but we have tires to pay for and children and my kids who have dance. I have to do a hat list to figure out because my stupid ass dog has eaten 3 different hats, destroyed them. The popular one, I don't think I have it here, is my favorite hat, my number 1 hat. Hillsboro Hops ate the entire brim. It looks absolutely ridiculous. So that dog is an ass. I'll have to check it out because I have Fantasy Pros MVP. Oh, yeah, dude. Betting Pros is its own thing, but I think you get deals if you want to push up. But the Betting Pros app has lots of built-in data for you to research your bets, but that's the paid side. You can just download the Betting Pros app, make a username. You can check out lines. You can check out basic data on the cheat sheets. You can follow some of us. It's really cool. And people can follow you. So it's pretty sweet. I have a 13-year-old and a 1-year-old lab, polar op. Dude, that's our dogs. My dog isn't that old, but she's just got joints or just whatever. She's like 8 or whatever. She is like not super friendly with other, I shouldn't say that. No, I mean, she's getting along with this dog. She's just a weird dog. This other dog is a puppy under 1 year old. He's a monster. He chews everything. He barks at everybody, tries to hump everybody. He's just chaos incarnate. And those 2 get at it. The older dog puts the puppy in line all day long. Like the puppy gets too rowdy, comes and bites me. Chloe, the older dog, just boom, puts her on her back. It's like, ah! It's chaos at my house. And I wish those were the only 2 animals we have. So you could hear it. Yep. Unfortunately, the dog shows up on podcasts. Ruining the hats, though. That's the tough one. And my wife is like, well, you left it out. That's your fault. And I want to be like, my faults. Yep. I chewed the hats. But to be fair, I did leave them out. To be fair, guys, love this stream. Are you on every Tuesday? What's up, Britton? You're good. You're still hanging here. So I'm still trying to figure it all out. I'm streaming twice a week. I streamed last Monday and Thursday. I couldn't do yesterday. And there's now a part of me that's thinking maybe Tuesdays are better. I'm not really sure, got to be honest with you, because Monday I felt like I could start the week. I don't know. I need to probably run a poll, but I will do another one on Thursday about same time. And then maybe I'll be floaty Monday or Tuesday whenever people can hang out. But I felt it was more beneficial to people on Monday, but I was out at the Diamondbacks facility that day, so I couldn't do it. So we'll see. Appreciate you asking, dude. And like I told you before, you can come hang out on here if you ever want. So you're pretty much describing my dogs too. The older dog has never chewed anything in her life. The younger pup would chew anything. Yeah, this 100%. Older dog's a girl. She doesn't play with toys. She doesn't chew anything. She doesn't cause any chaos outside of her like attitude. And the puppy is Tasmanian devil. Just someone moves in the morning, barks, wakes everybody up, runs around, barks at me when I get home if I'm out, chews on everything. We can't leave it alone. It's just like, dude, like give it a rest, man. All right, I'm going to take these off here. So those are the bets. Oh, yeah, where are we at? We're going to finish out. We want to see if we can get a Soto hit here. Gillespie is he's honing in here right now. 2 1/3, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He's got Lindor right now. Dude, you can see the wind going too. Oh, Lindor just. Dude, the wind. I think the wind took it a little bit. Lindor absolutely turned on a pitch as I said that, but it went foul. Yeah, they're talking about the broadcast. They're actually saying that was the thing. The wind took that ball foul, which was the problem. Luis Robert on the board with the steal. Dude, Lindor just crushed that ball, but the wind, it's like 25 miles an hour or whatever, just flink. Sorry. Flink. Robert stole that base pretty easy too. All right, 2-1 count. Gillespie is not going to get... Dude, he almost gave him the same pitch, high inside. All right, we're going to have Soto coming up here in a second. And that's where we're going to see if we can get one of the pieces. Josh, later, brother. Peace, Holmes. All right, Lindy, 3-1 count. Maton just got on, too. Oh, dude. Pitch high inside. Lindor goes to check. Ball hits the bat and turns into a little ground out. All right. 2 men on, no outs in the Cleveland game. And it's the freaking White Sox. Andrew Vaughn coming up with runner in scoring position. And we got Soto. So we need a Soto hit. If you want to make it really nice, be nice to Vinny and give him a homer. But I just need a base hit by Juan Soto. Juan Soto. Shane Smith not getting whiffs still. Shane Smith, just another nice start here. Getting a little bit of run support. Dude, this wind. You can see this wind in this Mets game. This is nutty. Gillespie just does not want anything on Soto right now. All right, last call on any fantasy questions before we roll. Vaughn just this is going to hold a run. Vaughn pretty much popped out to the infield. We're waiting on Soto's at bat here, but then we're gonna bail. But any last fantasy question, you can sneak it in. Ooh, curveball in on Soto. But reminder, Steve Gardner on ITL this week. Boom. Thursdays, we're taking questions in this league at gmail.com. You can send in a voicemail. We're going to do a Patreon post for questions. If you're not on Patreon, in this league.com, support, check out all that stuff. Monday, Soto took another strike. 12 p.m. Eastern, leading off on the Leading Off Twitch, twitch.tv/Fantasy Pros. You can check out the live there. And then I will be back here on this Twitch on Thursday. probably about the same time, about 3 p.m. Eastern. And just remember the YouTube, it will be private to just Patreon only people, but the Twitch will still be live. And we got our Juan Soto hit. So now we need a Shohei Ohtani hit tonight to cash that parlay. Beautimus. But just on Twitter, is it the Welsh? You want to know all the nonsense I got going on? Thank you guys for hanging out today. Good to talk some baseball. Great questions, great bet stuff. Hopefully the breakdowns help. And hopefully you guys want to follow and hang with me later in the week. That is going to do it. We are going to get out of here. And I'll just get a little banner to get us out. So peace, homies. You guys have a great day. Talk to you on the next stream. Peace out.
The In This League podcast network.